Hello and welcome to Panda Financial Services. This is Pranav Patil. Today we will discuss the risk of borrowing money and investing into the stock market. The other day I was having a word with one of client. He had a few crores of loans and he was having cash in hand. He is in the opinion, okay, let's use this cash for a short term gain perspective, or let's do a trading activity or do an investment, because on the loan he is going to pay 5 to 6% interest, and in the market he may get 25 plus percent return. So that's the reason I thought, let's have a discussion on this, detailed discussion basically. So today we will discuss from a retail perspective, not from a trader perspective or the person who is in full time in the market. So the person who is not full time in the market, and the person who's doing a other job as well, and from that person perspective we will discuss the entire point today. So generally what happens, people have a mindset, okay, I'll take a loan, I get a loan at 7 to 8% loan or interest, or on the personal loan may get 10 to 11% if you are into the good company. Or if you have a gold at home, let's give the gold to the bank and then take a loan on that basis and invest into the market and get a income from that money, additional income, to beat my demand, basically to beat my demand. Now there is a slight difference between need and demand. Nowadays the people have a tendency to beat the demand, they come into the market. Now they think that, okay, let's take a risk. We will have a separate discussion on the risk, what it is, risk, separate video on this, where today we will talk only on to the loan perspective. Now the people intention, okay, let's invest into it, let's make us some money and beat the demand as well. But what happens, we need to think from a layman perspective, or deep with in the deep discussion. Suppose for example, if you have a loan, or you got the loan and you are investing into the market, what could be your mindset? You are not a full-time person into the market. Now you make a first trade, okay, you get a 5 to 7% return. You can make a 7% a second trade, you get a same kind of returns. And we are talking very secured investment, which is cash delivery based, not even the derivatives or option trading as well. I'm talking purely cash delivery based trade. So in a cash delivery based trade, average we talk, let's say one or two trades in an entire quarter, or max one trade a month. So in a roughly year, 7 to 8 trades. I'm talking the closing of the trade, and you make a very good returns as well onto that. So at the end of the year, assuming that all seven trades you made a profit, and 50 lakhs becomes 70 lakhs or 65 lakh. In the next year, starting of that year, you got a stuck, and the stock down by 20-25%. Now what happens? You change your entire mindset. The thought process totally gets changed. I'm just assuming that after 1 year you got stuck. There could be possibility in the first trade also you may get stuck, or the second trade, or fourth trade as well, depending on the volatility in the market or your position. Once you get a choke into particular trade, you change the entire mindset, totally mindset. Okay, the market, one trade you make money, second trade money, and third trade you lose it. So you start sending that kind of vibration, and return you get that kind of returns in the account. That is the point. And this is, I'm talking purely cash perspective. There are a lot of people work into the derivatives. Suppose I have 2 lakh rupees, I made a one trade, I got 20,000. Next day I got a 5,000. Next day I got a loss. And this is the way they get stuck into that. Loss hua, then again I have to maintain the margin, so I get 1 lakh 2 lakh from here and there, and I ensure the margin in the account, and M2M is paid on timely manner. So this is the way you get stuck in the market, and to recover that losses again you get into that mud. And that is the bigger risk than the losing the money into the original risk. So indirectly you start doing a panic trade to cover the losses, or to cover the original loss, original trade loss. And that is the biggest problem which we see. If you are making loss, or if your position is into the minus, or the stock is down, think logically. Okay, is this company good? Is this fundamentally strong company? Is the people are good? Answer is yes. Then you should not be worried about it. Plain and simple. Keep it. If the stock goes down, you have the money, you invest it, top up. Simple as that. Now, when you get the money on the loan, or from someone, you don't have that kind of mindset. Your mindset is, we have to pay the money to the counterpart. Now what happens if we make a loss? Then additional that money also I have to pay, and this loss also I have to pay. And because of that, the entire mind get distracted. If you are working a guy in a particular company, you will not be able to focus on that. If you have a separate business, or if you are a consultant, or if you have any other business, you will not able to focus it. And that is the point which I'm trying to explain. If you are not a market guy, and if you are thinking, okay, separate income by taking a loan and expecting an income from the market, then it is very difficult. If you get stuck, your entire thought process gets changed, and that creates a huge amount of panic in your personal life and the professional life as well. You start sending a negative vibration, and you get in return that only. Now, that does not mean people in the market don't take a loan. Of course, there are a number of people who take a loan and do the business, but there is a proper strategies involved. Suppose if I'm the quant trader, then I have a certain rule set up. Okay, 5% stop loss, I'll go close it. In the option, okay, 3%, 5% down, okay, I'll close the trade, I'll initiate the next trade. Or maybe in the cash delivery base, okay, I have enough money in my hand. I have seen the market in my entire life, and that's the reason I'm comfortable with that. So indirectly, if you are a person, or if you have a business as a stock investment, then it's a total different game. But if you are new into the market, and if you are trying to test the water, then it is very difficult. In last one of video also I shared, I got a call from one of our viewers only, who's based in Pune. He shared his experience. I shared that as well. He got the loan because somebody told him to do a derivatives trade. He got loan, he lost that money. Now he is paying that EMIs as well. So the entire mindset gets changed. You change the perception about the stock market, your thought process gets changed, and in your personal life, you create the big chaos. So sometimes it's better not to make a money and have a peaceful mind. So if you have a loan, let's say repay that. Rather than taking a loan and investing into the market, go with a small amount, whatever you have. Suppose if you have a small amount, invest into that. See, day gets changed. Nobody have the same time. So the time gets changed. Maybe tomorrow, with a disciplined manner, if you invest or save the money into particular stock, the stock will give a good returns. And slowly, suddenly, you will make a portfolio. Now today, by taking a loan, if you are planning, okay, in 1 year I'll make a 50 lakh or 10 lakh or 15 lakh rupees, and I will have that again in the next year. I'll create the portfolio on that basis. Let's wait for 5 years or 7 years down the line, you will have that 15 or 50 lakh portfolio. See, this is just a suggestion, and I thought we will discuss. Have a thought on this. Point here is, there are a lot of sales guys come. They will they will tell you, okay, this is the way we will work. You take a loan, or maybe by looking at the newspaper, you think, okay, I should have taken a risk earlier also. I lost this opportunity. Let's take it today. Let's take a loan and invest into that. Because in the history we have seen a lot of returns. So rather than going into that, go step by step. That is the suggestion which I'm trying to make it. Thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed this discussion. If you have any doubt or question, do mention in the comment box. Thank you for your time. Thank you.